What's going on, everyone? We are back with a brand new Let's Play using the Dark Iron Dwarf. So, in the latest patch, I should say, 11.1.5, something like that, basically Dragonflight, it just came out in mid-June of 2023. It became much easier to unlock the allied races. You don't have to worry about reputation, anything like that. As you can see here, all you need to do is reach level 40 on a character, then visit the Stormwind Embassy and recruit the race, and then for each of them there's a little quest chain that takes 30 minutes to an hour depending. Same thing for the Horde, that's just at the Orgrimmar Embassy. So we're gonna make a Dark Iron Dwarf right now. I'm absolutely pumped about this, and we're gonna do a little Let's Play, and I think it's gonna be a good time. Now the question, of course, is what class are we gonna go with? These all look epic. As a dwarf, you can be almost... Can you be the same things as Dark Iron and Dwarf? You can. You can be almost anything you want to be. But I think we're going to go with the Dark Iron Dwarf Shaman. We'll channel the inner workings of the mountain and cast out our elemental totems here. So let's go ahead and customize. Let's see what kind of skin colors the Dark Iron Dwarf has. I haven't played the Dark Iron Dwarf or looked at it much at all, so I'm curious what we have. We'll go with kind of a darkish tone. Let's see what face we have. Oh, there's kind of a... Oh, a little bit of a bigger fella. I kind of like that. Let's see, what kind of hairstyle would be cool for a shaman? Ooh, I think I'm into the kind of longer molten flow. That's very cool. Hair color, wow, we have some cool options. You can just go pure white. That feels very shaman-esque to me. Just the pure white hair. What kind of facial hair do we want? We obviously want a massive beard. I love that. That's fantastic. They did some really great customization options on these guys. Now you can have different eye. I'm gonna go with the mask. Piercings. We'll just do none. He does seem to still have a nose. Oh, this is, I'm sorry, that says nose. Eyesight. You can have a blinded guy, but we'll go both. And then what should our name be? What is the name of our dwarf friend here who is a shaman, the elements of nature? Let's go with Totem King. That name is taken. The Totem King. Totemic. That's bound to be taken. All right, we're going with Totem Mike. Totem Mike. Totemic, Totem Mike, whatever you want it to be. So a couple things here that I want to just before we jump in check out. Breaking news, cross-realm trading has been temporarily disabled. Interesting. Okay, so a lot of updates in this new patch, but this is what's cool about this background for the Dark Iron Dwarves. I love this. This is inside of what I think is Blackrock Depths, which of course is where the Dark Iron Dwarves come from. If we go back quickly into this, we can probably read up on the Dark Iron Dwarf. I thought there was a way to. Fiery tempers and fierce determination, the Dark Iron Dwarves fight alongside their dwarven kin. Their racial traits: remove harmful effects to empower you, move faster indoors, awesome, blacksmithing skill increased and craft faster, summon a mole machine to transport through the earth, and reduce physical damage taken. That seems really OP, I love it. So let's see what Totem Mike's got going on, and maybe there will even be a little intro cinematic, which would be very cool. So I'm actually gonna turn up my game sound a little bit here so we can hear what this is gonna be.
The mountain gives us life, grants us strength. The same blood that flows through our veins flows through Azeroth's as well. Upon hammer and anvil, our kingdom was forged, with hearts of fire and wills of iron. This world must be defended. Forward, Dark Irons! To battle! We march!
Okay, I'm a fan so far. So wait, this is incredible. I love what they've done with the intro here, because typically, I'm sorry that I'm gonna have a lot of conversations during this. First, we're starting at level 10, just something to note. as you can see here. What I love so much about this is that forever we've had the same starting zones, and now with these races you get something different. So this is so cool. And because we're level 10, we can already start in with a spec. I actually really want to go with enhancement. What we're going to get with enhancement is a totemic, wink, a totemic warrior who strikes foes with weapons imbued with elemental power. Preferred weapons, dual axes, maces, fist weapons, primary stat, agility, and we get a couple skills to start us off, including spirit wolves that'll help us in battle. So let's activate that. I am really excited about this, and I love that we're going to get a little playthrough starting in, quite literally, Shadowforge City, which is in Blackrock Depths, no? I think it is, but we'll check that out in a minute. Now, we have a couple skill points that we can start with, I believe just one. And the way that in Dragonflight these work, if you haven't seen this, is there's a talent tree for shaman points, and then also a spec talent tree, so a lot of customization here. So let's see. First, we can go into healing. No thank you. Lava Burst is more elemental. Astral Shift would let us take less damage, and then Chain Lightning, which is going to lead us to a couple... Do I already have that? Is that what that says? Yes, I do. Okay, they've actually started my spec here. So I have Chain Lightning along with Maelstrom Weapon, which we'll look at in a little bit. I think I'm going to want to go with Flurry here. Okay, so now let's make sure our proper skills are on the taskbar, and I'm going to turn down my sound just a little bit because we're still cranked up from before. Turn down our music a little, to sound just a little bit. And yes, there's a lot of things we want to just check out before we get started here. So let's see what talents we have. Chain Lightning, I don't think I'm going to be using that. We'll start actually on our racials. So the first thing we have is Fire Blood. Removes all poisons, diseases, curses, and bleed effects. Increases your agility by 7, and an additional 2 for each effect removed. And it lasts for 8 seconds. That's very cool. I'm going to open up my higher skill plates here because I think we have enough skills. Action bar 2, 3, and well, we'll go with that for now. Okay, very cool. So we have a really nice racial there. What else do we get? We get a mole machine. While outdoors, summon a mole machine that tunnels through the earth. So we're just gonna put that there and check that out a little later. Dungeon Delver. While indoors, move 4% faster. What a cool racial skill. Because the Dark Iron Dwarves are from in dungeons, they get a speed increase. That is really cool. Reduce damage from physical attackers by 1%. Talk about OP. And then, of course, we get blacksmithing increase and speed increase, which is very cool as well. That is great. And then let's just finally see what we have on our skill bar here. Shaman skills, Chain Lightning, Earthbind's Totem. That's going to be helpful for us. We'll throw our totems up here. Flame Shock we have. Flame Tongue Weapon. Ghost Wolf is on the bar. Healing Surge is also on the bar. We will put that there. Lightning Shield. Lightning Bolt. Primal Strike, an instant weapon strike. Number 3 here. Great, that's going to do what we need to do. I think we have all our skills there. And enhancement, we have seemingly nothing yet, just a passive to increase our chance to trigger Stormbringer and Wind Fury weapon, which is great. So we don't seem to have those yet, which is exciting. In a way, there are definitely fewer skills than there used to be. So let's check this out. Let's see what we have around. I am very quick with a 30% speed increase in Ghost Wolf.
Best mind your manners in the presence of a queen.
The mountains will always be home, but there's a whole world of adventure up there on the surface. You look like just the sort of shaman to find out. For a long time, the Dark Iron stood apart from the other kingdoms. The time has come to show them that we're fit to fight for Azeroth too. There's an ambassador in Stormwind waiting to speak to you. He can help guide you along in your journey. The Alliance needs our strength now, Totem Mike. Get out there and show him the might of the mountain. So we have a letter for the king, and we're also going to get a tabard, which is very cool. I am just going to make a quick adjustment to my monitor, which unfortunately you can't see right now, but it kicks on this sharpness that I dislike, so I'm just going to fix that up. Okay, meet the Ambassador Moonguard at the Stormwind Embassy. Look at this, we're just in Blackrock Depths. What a cool way to start. I love it so much.
We were forged in the flames of the mountain.
So it looks like they're going to kick us straight to Stormwind, and then maybe we can choose an expansion to play into, but let's find out. Ambassador Morgard. Let's see what he has to say. Ah there, you're Totem Mike. We've been expecting you.
Welcome, friend.
Alright, let's see. So we got a
Anduin Rin. As a new member of the Alliance, I wish to greet you personally. These are troubled times for Azeroth. In the days to come, you will face many trials, fight many foes. Know that you are never alone against the darkness, for the Alliance stands with you. I look forward to hearing of your progress.
Anduin Rin
Something
talking to
tells
us
me we will
personally.
speak again soon. Safe travels. May the light be with you, always.
Okay. Let's go see what Chromie's got to say. So I think this is where we'll probably pick our expansion. Okay, recommended, select a timeline. Okay, so here is where we kind of enter into the game. Now, I imagine as a newcomer, this would be super confusing because you wouldn't know what any of these are. But because we've played a lot of these, we can make some choices. So we could play Battle for Azeroth, which is Azeroth as it is now. Draenor, we can go to Draenor and play there. The Legion, we could play Shadowlands. Pandaria, we could go to Outlands. We could play the Cataclysm, which of course is Cataclysm itself, and then we could play the Lich King. We could go to Northrend if we wanted. Now, I want to see, was Battle for Azeroth, that's a different map. So actually, Cataclysm would kind of get us into the classic WoW feel in Azeroth, in Kalimdor. So we're going to go with that for this selection.
Someone would have thought someone named Deathwing would bring about so much destruction.
And we now have a quest. Welcome to Stormwind. Too much sun out here, if you ask me. I'm off to seek adventure, and somewhere a bit darker.
Off with you.
Okay, so we did that. Now, okay, cool. So this kind of gives us a quest to start into. There are people across Azeroth that could use your help, Totem Mike. They come from different walks of life, but are all working towards finding their place on this beautiful world. Examine the Hero's Call board and see where your adventure awaits. So in some ways this is very cool because when you reroll a character, you just are given the option to kind of check everything out and play any expansion, any quest, any zone that you possibly want, which I do find to be pretty darn cool.
Welcome, friend.
Oh, that's that same letter, okay. So I do find that to be pretty cool.
Friend.
I want to see, what level can you ride a mount? Whoops.
As a new member of the Alliance.
In this mounts, can we ride a mount? Wow, we actually can ride a mount with 60% speed here. So, what kind of mount do we want to rip around on? We'll go with the little Dark Iron. Oh, it's already down there. Cool. So level 10, you get a mount these days? And this is the Dark Iron mount. I love that. So let's check out the Hero's Call board and see what we're up to. Oh, this is our friend here? Attend the War Council in Stormwind Keep. I don't want to do that quest line. I want to do this. So we have options here. Wetlands, Duskwood, Hellfire Peninsula. Do we need to do these, or could we go anywhere, really? Because I guess I could try out Duskwood and join the Night's Watch. Report to Commander Althea Ebenlock at Darkshire in Duskwood. So let's kind of play into the storyline here, because it seems like they want to fit us into the storyline of wherever we choose to go. By order of His Royal Highness, King Anduin Rin, all able-bodied citizens of the Alliance are to report to Commander Althea Ebenlock in Darkshire. The Commander's watchmen are stretched thin, defending against marauding wolves and bands of wild worgen. They cannot hold out for long without your help. You can reach Darkshire and Duskwood by following the road south of the border between Elwyn Forest and Red Ridge Mountains, for the glory and honor of Azeroth. Oh, interesting. So when you accept one, you get the option to accept others. So I do wonder, why don't we just accept a couple? Southern Barrens, Ashen Vale. Interesting. Okay. Southern Barrens, Stone Talon Mountains. I'm just going to accept some and see what other options. We could also do the Cape of Stranglethorn. So we'll grab that too because we're headed down that way. Ooh, and Red Ridge. Man, I love all of these. Okay, cool. So let's head out. What's Chromie got to say? So much has expanded here in Stormwind City since way back. We might as well train blacksmithing if we're gonna be... Wow, I get so many things. Do I want to train all of this? I mean, I guess why not? I have tons of gold somehow. Okay, how do I find my blacksmithing? I can seemingly make a ton of stuff, which is cool. I need a blacksmith hammer. I don't think I'll be able to find these recipes, though. Still cool to check out regardless. Okay, let's venture off and start up a quest line somewhere in the game. I've been playing so much WoW Classic that it's really interesting to check out retail WoW. It feels different. Like there's such a different vibe to the way it plays. You know what we could do for fun? I know I'm not getting to the quest part of this, but this is some fun stuff to check out, is we could try some transmog. Now, I've only got 1 gold, so I don't know... I thought the transmog person was around here. Stormwind is so huge now. Let's find out. Transmogrification. It's actually over here. We'll head over here real quick. Funny, so my hearth is actually in Blackrock Depths. That's very interesting. Man, this whole area looks so different. It's just like, I don't know, it feels different. It feels like a different game in an interesting way. Okay, let's see. What is the T&W trading post? And here is the 3 Winds. And let's see if we can make our guy look kind of crazy to start out. So I've got a tabard on. I can't really see it because of my beard, so we'll skip that. I don't have a helm or anything, so not really much I can do, but I can get a pretty cool fist weapon. Maybe a fat shield. I like that. Okay. Maybe that's all we'll go... Oh, I don't have enough right now anyway. Boo-hoo. Okay. That was fun to check out regardless. So, let's mount up. And let's see how the combat feels on the Dark Iron Dwarf. I think these are such a cool race. I love what they did with the allied races. I'd wanted to basically do the whole rep run for them for quite a while, and I never did. It felt like it was going to be quite the undertaking. What is this guy doing up here? Huh. I always forget that the Drakthir are characters.
We are united in purpose.
They just sort of exist around the city. Let's see if I can fly down to... which one do I want to do? Do I want to hit Red Ridge? Do I want to hit Duskwood? Do I want to hit Stranglethorn? I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see if we have the option to fly to any of those. That would be mighty nice. Greetings. Okay, we could go... Yeah, so we could go to Eastvale Logging Camp, which is interesting. There is a flight path there now. We could go to Darkshire. We could go to Sentinel Hill. That's about it right now. So why don't we head over to Darkshire and check on what's going on down there in Darkshire. And while we do this, let's just take in the way that the game looks these days. It really is pretty stunning how much work they've done on the graphics here, how far you can see now. I mean, it's really insane. Look, you can see into Westfall here. You can see into Darkshire here. You can see up, there's Blackrock Mountain there. It almost feels small with how far you can see. It's pretty crazy. The map is just so huge now. I mean, oh my god. It's unbelievable. Okay, so we're headed to Darkshire at level 10. We're going to start a little bit of combat, see what the story is in Darkshire, and then maybe we'll put a close to episode 1, and we'll be back with more. But something cool about the haunting woods of Darkshire. Let's turn up our ambience, actually, and see what we can... Yeah, just a little bit there. Alright, we're making the flight. There's where the dragon is in Classic. Up in the hills. The world boss. Darkshire in WoW Classic was always like a late 20s, early 30s zone that would then take you into STV, Stranglethorn Vale. There's Blackrock Mountain again. Karazhan must be over here. You can see down into Stranglethorn Vale over yonder. And we're going to fly right into town. Okay. Let's see what we've got going on here. So there is a quest available for pickup, but the main story that we seem to be on is going to be over here. So we'll head over to this fella. This guy looks awesome. I do think the Kultiran are pretty cool looking. They just don't feel like WoW to me, so they look so unique.
Can I help you?
You are the help that we requested? I suppose you'll have to do.
Be careful.
The direwolves are the most common threat to the townsfolk here. They lurk in the forests on all sides of us, though most are along the north bank of the river. I'm sorry that I'm just doing a deep male voice, but this is a woman speaking to me, but it's the only voice I can do. These aren't the runt dogs you see in Elwyn, or wherever you come from. They're big as a man and twice as vicious. If you wish to assist the people of Darkshire, hunt the direwolves so our streets can be safer.
See you around.
I could do that. And I have another quest over here to pick up too.
Well met.
Darkness seems drawn inexorably in Duskwood. Master Caravan's quest is the expulsion of evil and heresy. Through our efforts are the people of Darkshire kept safe. You believe yourself worthy to join us? I once thought of you. Disillusioned by the contemplacy of the Watch. Why am I struggling to read right now? I'm just going to accept this. Kill the Nightbane Morgan. Wow. Must be a long day. Okay, so the first quest we're going to do is these direwolves. We're going to head up north and see what we can do with them. There's a couple of quests to pick up, maybe in the inn. Do I want to grab that?
Well
It
met.
might be worth trying out.
Can I help you?
I probably should. Yeah, you can just choose any zone to go to, which is cool. I'm going to make this inn my home.
Farewell.
Accept, and let's talk to the cook and see what he's got to say.
Go with honor, friend.
A couple of wolf skirts, steaks, and some crab cakes. Okay, so we're out here, so we can definitely mount up. A couple of quests around here. The Legend of Stalvin is a classic quest. Tobias Mistmantle. Movement does feel so fast. I do feel like they've maybe increased movement speed. Alright, let's trudge off. To find some wolves. And honestly, I want to see what kind of damage we can do. I do wonder, what does the Maul Machine do? Where will this take me? Eastern Kingdoms. What? You can go to any city? It's basically a mage portal? Wow. That's insanely OP. Wow. Dark Iron Dwarves are awesome. I love that. Alright, let's head in here and slay some direwolves. Very cool racials. We're heading up and in. Now, I've yet to attack something, so I'm really excited to see what kind of damage I can deal. Pretty quick damage. I never put, Am I buffed here? Is that casting? Let's take a look in a sec here. Flame tongue weapon. Imbue your weapon with the element of fire. Whoa. Hold on. Is it working? Why does it feel like it's... Odd. Okay. Let's deal some damage. Just a faster combat system than Classic, for sure. I mean, you really feel like you're pushing around. I should probably put on auto loop, but... You can see across into Elwyn over there. Okay. Ooh, I do need to kill these guys for the dusty lumps. So far, not a lot of issue dealing damage, which is great. Oh, you know what? I gotta put on auto loot or I'm gonna forget and I will be in trouble. Pretty easy experience right now. We're not having too much trouble. I feel like I could probably pull quite a bit. Now, I wonder how fast I'll level up. Like, is the leveling... Because I'm only 2 bars in, but I am level 10. And I'm just kind of continuing to push along here and downing spiders and dire wolves. Let's give myself this little thing here and buff myself up. Looks mighty cool. Fireblood. Big boost of agility. Okay. Is that some gear? Can I use that? Oh, they actually give me decent gear to start. Alright, we're doing well so far. Kind of a peaceful push right now through the woods. No real struggle at this point. See if we can take down enough of these fellas to go turn in some quests and maybe get some experience out of it. I mean, this dwarf just looks so cool. Not getting all the loot I need, but some. Haven't really needed to use my totems yet. I want to try out all the other allied races as well. If there's an allied race that you think I should go next, let me know in the comments. I'd love to take your thoughts into consideration on this, because I wouldn't mind unlocking them. They're kind of fun. I recently uploaded the video of unlocking the Dark Iron Dwarf, so I have kind of video of what that process is like. It was really cool quest line. Definitely enjoyed it. So that quest is done. We have the skirt stakes, so I just need a couple more of the spiders, and we're going to be in good position here. And they should be along my run back, and then we can swing down to the Nightbane Worgen on the way back to town. But it seems like there's a lot more direwolves than there are spiders, which is not all that helpful for us. Dusty lump is what I need. Here we go. Yeah, a couple over here. So when do I unlock Wind Fury? That must be... It must be part of this. I feel like I need to look through that and really get a sense of what my skills are going to be. That's a big crit right there. Big damage, big damage, big damage. Alright, not quite. Still need one more of those. You know, Ghost Wolf I always thought was so cool in Classic because you get that big speed buff, 30% speed. And then, now I feel like it's not that great. What do you get at level 8 and you're already getting your mount at level 10? I mean, it just doesn't have the same kind of kick that it used to. But regardless, it is a very cool skill to turn into a wolf. Kind of a shaded wolf like this. It's very cool. We're going to hit these Worgens on the way back to town. Now, can I queue for PvP? Ooh, I can. We might have to try that in an upcoming episode. See how I can handle myself. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble taking down a bunch of mobs here. Haven't even needed to heal myself once, so not a problem. All I have to do is kill the Nightbane Worgens, so not all of these seem to be Nightbane, but that is quite alright. Yeah, a couple of Nightbane Worgen here. If we can just deal damage to them, we'll be in good shape. They somehow can jump through the air. The AoE looting is so nice. I do like that. Bunch of the Nightbane around here. I can probably just storm in and take this camp. There was a camp around here, and to be totally honest, it could be this one. Where I used to, in Classic WoW, when it came out in 2019, I was a mage and I would AoE grind here. Because these were all melee mobs, so you could pull huge amounts and not worry about anything. And yeah, I definitely had a couple of deaths. So it was a good thing we weren't running hardcore at that time. Okay, great. Now, let's head back to town. You know what? I might as well hearth back. And we will turn in a couple of quests and see how much experience we've gained. We only got 4 bars for kills there. I did think that we might get more. Alright, so let's turn in. I know I have the cooking one back here.
Light be with you. Go with
A couple of cooking ones. Some wolf kebabs, some recipes, some real good. There's some experience pouring in, so we should ding.
Alliance.
Let's head on out here. I love that I get the little speed inside. Ghost Wolf can be used inside. It's fantastic.
Need help?
So, ooh, okay. I could get a chest piece, which is worse than what I've got, or I could get a ring with 1 stam. And a flash bundle. Both seem very cool, so I'm going to equip the ring, and I want to play with that flash bundle. I don't know why that's glitched up there.
Safe travel.
And we can just grab a couple more quests that we'll be able to hit in the next round. What is this trainer here? A blacksmith trainer.
What can I do for you? Be careful, or the Alliance.
Ding. That's a big ding. So level 11, we have successfully dinged, and I can get my first skill in this tree. So we will get Wind Fury weapons soon, which I'm psyched about. But the first thing we get is Storm Strike. Requires a one-handed melee weapon. Energizes both your weapons with lightning. Delivers a massive blow to your target. Now I just need a one-handed weapon, which I don't have. Storm Strike's already... Oh! That must replace... Does that replace my other skill? It must. Okay, so I definitely need a one-handed weapon. Is there anyone I can buy one from around here? In the next episode, we're going to set out to find a one-handed weapon. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This was episode 1 of the Let's Play Dark Iron Dwarf. We will check you back in the next one. Like the video and subscribe to the channel for a lot more WoW content, and we'll see you in the next one.